week. Here, neither team's been very good on third down. This time it's 3rd and 11. Howard straight ahead.
Oh, no.
And Brett Besh. He will score. A 66-yarder for LSU.
His middle name is Aurelius. Not really.
2nd down and 10. Sharp again. And even worse, the ball's on the ground. Auburn has it. Touchdown! Chris Schilling. The hit was made by Mike Pelton. Here's another 3rd down. They need 6. High snap. Howard with time. He's got Kinnison. And that's at the 35 of Auburn. A great throw, and Kinnison caught it. Maybe 2 yards. About kick this coverage. Hangs this one up. Kinnison at his own 39. A dance to the right, a move to the left, and another. And he's outside. 2 men to beat. Cuts it inside, and he's down to the 25 of Auburn. 46 on the kick, 34 on the return. And Eddie Kinnison puts LSU. Howard to Toomer. A missed tackle. And he's down to the 15, maybe the 14. Chris Schilling, who's had such a great game at the boundary corner, had him for a loss and let him get away.
Good vision by Robert Toomer. Nothing home at the hole. He bounced. You got to make something happen. Take it away.
2nd down and 6. Toomer straight ahead. And he's to the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. He had to do a great job just to hold on to the ball after the hit he took. And LSU is into the end zone with 2:31 to go in the 3rd quarter. Got 4 receivers to throw to on 3rd and 9. He'll drop with time. Lots of time. But he throws it into traffic. Intercepted by Ken Elvis. And he's inside the 5. He will score! Great. A fake draw. Howard up the middle. Intercepted again! Fred Smith! And he will score! Down and 3. Nice ball straight ahead to the tight end David LaFleur. Who can tackle him? Not many. Down to about the 47. Brian Robinson, the free safety. He was hanging on for dear life, hoping for a little help from his friends.
And a good job by Jamie Howard. So we got a field goal attempt by Andre LaFleur.
22-yard attempt. No real angle to worry about. And he's got it right down the middle. LSU has the lead back. That's a great drive. A clutch drive. And the big question now is, Auburn's defense couldn't get him any points. What's the offense going to do now? 4 at the 32. with time. Into traffic. Intercepted. Brian Robertson. He will score. Goes long to the left side, and the ball is intercepted by Chris Schelling. His second of the day. And by goodness, that should do it for Auburn, but we're not sure.
Knows how to go up for the ball, but Schelling comes down with the big play, secures the victory for Auburn here as the clock ticks away at 10. 14 victories in a row for Terry Bowden. This has got to have been, well, besides the Alabama game, the most exciting.
Auburn wins it with incredible defense. 30-26. Curly Holman has got to be terribly disappointed. Maybe devastated would be a good word. They had the ball so much today, and they gave it up 7 different times. 14-0.
They go to an I formation set. First time they've shown that. And give the ball to Salam. Dive, goal line, touchdown, Colorado. They go 12 plays in a possession without a mistake. There wasn't a flag thrown and nothing resembling any
pass is not the place where they like to be if they have a choice.
Stewart's pass for Westbrook, touchdown. Lavelle did not play. Diakomatuka, goal line touchdown. Two freshman quarterback wound up playing the rest of the ballgame. Boy, Diakomatuka is the tailback as Collins drops. Pressure coming, blind side, down the middle, man open. That's Mercury Hayes. First down at the Colorado 11.
Trying to slow this offense down.
Collins gives the ball to Wheatley. Not quite. Now they call it touchdown. And stands up Remersma, the tight end. He slides into the secondary. Collins looks deep. He's got Toomer. He's got the ball. He's got a touchdown. No flags.
Do a little bit more and win the game for
I'll tell you right now, he's in a position to put a door slammer on Colorado. This is Shea Foster, the fullback. Ball come loose. Colorado says it did. Referee Tom Quinn is right in there amongst them. It is Colorado's football. Michigan turns it over. Oh, how do you do? Indiana. Here's pressure. They miss him. And now Stewart gets the pass away, and it is caught at the 20-yard line. A great catch by Ray Caruth. He was sitting down and caught the ball. And number 81 for Michigan had a shot at him. Ben Steele. First and goal, Buffs. On the Michigan 4. Stewart keeps it. Fumbled a football. Michigan recovers it, and the ball comes out to the 20. That's what they've signaled. Yes, sir. They're still. Second down and 10. Stewart on the option. Going to the corner. Just missed it. Out of bounds at the 3. Stewart almost tiptoed into the end zone. He gives Colorado a first and goal at the 3.
The only way you stop this team is if they stop themselves. Keep in mind that Colorado
line, where it'll be first down and a yard and a half for a touchdown. Stewart pitches it to Salong. Buffalo score. Touchdown. And it comes at 2 minutes and 16 seconds to play in the game.
a few more guys over there.
3 wideouts at the top of the picture. Stewart with time. Lets it go. He's got 3 people down there. The ball's up in the air. Caught. Touchdown. Caught by Westbrook for a touchdown. Incredible. There is no time remaining. There are no flags on the field. Only despair for the Maize and Blues.
Remaining in the first quarter, scoreless. Here at Scott Field in Starkville. Tate to the air. Going deep. Intercepted? No. Yes, intercepted by Ron Davis, who ran down the football brilliantly, step for step, with Michael Brown, the wide receiver for Mississippi State.
This is an outstanding interception. You talk about concentration. This is just the opposite of a wide receiver, but the same logistics.
Williams from Alcoa out with a leg injury. So 2nd and 17. Complete and room. Down the sideline. Still working towards the end zone. Tennessee. Touchdown. Sean Summers. 76-yard touchdown for Tennessee.
He looks down and finds the play.
Bulldogs start from the 22. Lots of time for Tate. He goes up top for Eric Moulds. Moulds forced out of bounds at the 49-yard line. There's the big play guy we talked about earlier. Gain of 27 yards.
Moulds has got that great speed. He's fearless across the middle.
Great look of concern. 3rd and goal on the 1. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I told you I didn't like the quarterback sneak, but it worked that time.
Derek Tate. Point on the season-long productivity of both these offenses. The first down play to Davis again. Good hole on the left side. Out towards the 40-yard line. That productivity, Dave, for Tennessee. On Prime. Quick drop over the middle. Joey Kent. Inside the 15, brought down at the 14-yard line. Joey Kent, the sophomore from Huntsville, Alabama, coming up big on this 2 minutes. 3rd and 13 on the 17-yard line. Joey Kent. Touchdown, Tennessee. Picked off for the first time this afternoon. Mississippi State gets the football at their own 12-yard line. Kevin Bowie, the ball carrier. The Bulldogs, Dave Rowe, have had at least one interception in 31 of the 38 games under head coach Jackie Sherrill. Problems here, though. Football squirted loose and a turnover back the other way.
Boy, that had to be at the bottom of a pile. Did walk to the sideline, but he's a big force in the middle.
Touchdown, Tennessee, to the tight end, David Horn. James Stewart with the pass to David Horn for the score.
Well, we talked about Stewart being the little big man, and he certainly was. One back, that's Davis.
That's all they need on this drive. Man in motion. They'll flood the left side. Davis, touchdown! On 3rd and 7. Complete for the first down and more. Joey Kent inside the 40, brought down at the 38-yard line of Mississippi State.
How did he come down with that ball? There were 3 people around him.
Change for the Tennessee Volunteers because you cannot see those orange numbers on the white jersey. Aaron Hayden, the ball carrier, another fumble. And the Bulldogs have another life. Nobody wants it.
I want to tell you, it's not raining. It's a clear track. They're flipping the footballs back and forth in there. Look like a ball, take the hit, and down I come.
2nd and 9. They go to the man you talked about. A pair of ones battling on Prime. Moulds and Davis. Moulds wins the battle. His 4th reception of the day. That will put him near 70 yards in the air. 30 seconds remain. Mississippi State down by 4. Touchdown! And they need a field goal to at least gain a tie.
How many times has Archie Manning done this? And now we may see Peyton Manning do this.
Short kick. Going to be good field position if they can hold on to the football. Mississippi State with the football. And that should ice the victory. Byron McCall comes up with the pigskin. Mississippi State is going to come up with the victory here, and they're you beat them. That's generally the case for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, who are going to pull off the upset of the 23rd ranked team in the nation. And when the polls come out next week, Tennessee will in all likelihood be unranked for the first time since 1989.
Is behind Heward. Heward hit on the release, intercepted. And it was Ray Lewis at the goal line picking it off. But it was the fact that he was under enormous pressure when he released the ball.
And he had a tight end wide open for a touchdown. There, See, the pressure was better than... I asked him about his favorite Italian restaurant in Philly. He wouldn't name it.
Coming back to the... Got another receiver open. Touchdown, Green. You kill Green, the freshman, on the board. How about that? 51 yards. A star is born in the Orange Bowl. More appropriately, I should say, another star is born.
And they did a pretty good job on him that time. Second down now, and Heward sets that screen play, and it's Thomas, the fullback. He slips a tackle. First down, Huskies, and he breaks free at 45. Thomas with great speed, busts into the open, 20, 10-yard line. Oh, into the end zone. Napoleon Kaufman came out of nowhere to throw the last block, and it's Thomas, the fullback, goes for a 75-yard touchdown. How about that?
That's his first touchdown reception.
This receiver on the cutback. Costa.
Intercepted. Washington with Russell Harrison walks in again. Back-to-back touchdowns for the Huskies, who have taken the lead in Miami.
13 minutes left in the third quarter. Sherman a yard deep. Sherman. And he could not get away from Tony Parrish.
They fumbled the ball.
Parrish whacked the ball. Hold on now as the referees. It goes to Washington. Washington recovers the turnover on the kickoff. This is stunning. Third and goal at the 8. Heward runs the option. Heward toward fumble in the end zone, recovered by Washington. Now there is the other Sapp who's on the field, a member of the offensive line, and now the Huskies celebrate in the end zone where semi territory. Ball at the 46 on the snap. Heward suddenly getting time against this Bonnet defensive line. Into the arms of number 14, Eric Bjornsson, and that was Scott battling him.
Dennis Scott, a redshirt freshman. He's 5'9", going against the 6'5" guy. Excellent job, and this is not just in the ordinary wide receiver.
Rhythm now. It's 5:20 to go. They've got to have a couple of scores. 5 wide receivers. Costa intercepted. Richie Chambers picks it off for the Huskies. Chambers out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Third and goal for Damon Heward, who has been superb in the second half, especially on big plays. On the option, Heward, touchdown. The longest road trip in athletics. And what a joy it'll be to take tonight back to Seattle. You know Jim Lambright's going to get the ride. Warren Sapp played it all the way, but it was Lambright and the Huskies. The final seconds tick away. Washington has done it. The longest home winning streak in NCAA history is just that, history. For Dick Vermeil and Jack Aroon, I'm Brad Musburger.
This Texas defense is the DBs.
It's second down and 5. This is Salam. He burst it over the right side, and now Colorado shows you a little bit of their heels as they go to the Texas 41 and a first down. Just is calling the plays. Little quick popper. He's got his big guy. Lavelle Pinckney fumbles the ball. It's rolling around. Colorado picks it up. And the Buffaloes have the ball. Play is still alive and finally down at the 40-yard line as Mike Forney, a redshirt freshman outside linebacker, made the recovery Forney came to the ballpark today with a hip pointer, but he certainly looked. Patrick replaces him at the outside linebacking position, so their troubles continue among the linebacking corps. This is Salam. Touchdown, Colorado. Well, I mean the left side of that Colorado offensive front. Bosick's punt. Over his head. Partially blocked.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Behind the line of scrimmage, it's still your ball.
Still your ball. Penalty flags are thrown. The long snapper, John Elmore, had one get away. Got a clip.
Clipping.
That'll back him up.
You next time to throw underneath a little bit easier.
Roderick Walker is back in as Shea Morin works out of the shotgun. Third down, goes down the middle with it. The pass is completed for a first down and then some to Curtis Jackson. Curtis Jackson goes to the 11-yard line.
14 times opponents have been in there.
Third down and 8 for Texas. Pinckney the other way. Moritz throws it. Touchdown. He beat Chris Hudson, which means he earned it.
So true. They've been injured in and out for the first 3 games.
Option here goes to Salam. High stepping into the open. It's a foot race. Big guy can haul it. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Tajay Allen finally ran him down. And Salam gets up.
The only thing that may stop him is he gets his stamina.
Is Troutman touchdown. They're right. He does look like the enemy.
Well, behind that offensive line, you would too.
No, I'm too big a target. They don't give you time to waddle.
To go after.
Ball is on the Colorado 40. The Texas 40. First down for Colorado, and this is Salam popping through the big hole on the left side. And out of bounds down at the 21-yard line. Bryant Westbrook knocked him out. Here's Swanee. Second down and goal from the 7. Troutman, touchdown. Herschel Troutman, 5'8", 185, freshman from Florida, playing in Colorado, scores his second touchdown. Line up now for Colorado, number 5 at a wide receiver position. Back goes Cordell Stewart, has some time, throws short underneath, ball slapped loose. Texas has it. Old Mo has put on an orange shirt in the third quarter. To come up on second down, it was a loss of 1.5 yards on the play. The ball is now back at the 10. Shea Moritz back to throw, looks into the end zone, throws under, goes to Pinckney, touchdown. And Texas will go for 2. First down from, call it the 17-yard line for Colorado, and Cordell Stewart runs an option, delivers into Salam. Old bread and butter play, and Salam bounces off a Texan, keeps on traveling up to the 35 and out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And so that may serve to restore a little reality to this. 3rd and 6. There goes Salam, first down and more for the corner. No, not quite. Boy, when he sees that goal line, it's like a tree falling.
He's just outstanding runner. He's benefited from a great offensive line blocking today, Keith, but he has just been outstanding.
He really hit the ground hard, right flat on his back. Hopefully it's a goal, and it got him out of the ball game. It's second down and goal at the 3. This is Trotman running to the corner. He's got 3 touchdowns today. They go 90 yards in 14 plays. That is a will breaker.
Who was an all-conference performer last year, and in fact was the most valuable player for the Longhorns last year. He's out with injury.
Moritz takes another wicked hit, but the pass is caught, and it's Eric Jackson on the way to the corner. Touchdown! From the 47 of Colorado, Shea Morin throws down the middle. Pass is completed to Lavelle Pinckney at the Colorado 29-yard line. Oh, do we have something working here? 5:24 to go in the game. Both teams now showing fatigue. Go from 29. Let's see what it can do with this 47-yarder. Almost no breathe. A lot of leg. Good. The score is tied. Option. Salam. It's always been a truth. The longer the day, the tougher the hill, the better the great ones play late in the game, and that's exactly what he's doing. That's 301 yards. It's good. And Colorado takes a 34-31 lead with 1 tick remaining on the clock. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, I know some wives that are going to make them hang them in a garage, though. They tried the offside. Here comes the old Texas lateral play. Is nothing going to happen with this. The game is over. Time is run out. And the Colorado Buffaloes will put another one in their pocket and take it home by a score of 34-31 over the plucky Texas Longhorns. The genuine Chevrolet most valuable players of the was another good one.
But they haven't been tested by a team that makes the commitment to run.
A 2nd and 8, inside handoff fake, and Nix keeps it, goes for 6, diving reception, touchdown Bailey! Holy cow! Auburn's first drive results in 6. Hey folks, does this look like a 16-point underdog to you?
Great execution.
The Gators are in Tiger territory for the first time on this overcast Saturday. Down the middle goes to Jackson. Open touchdown, Florida.
Well, they actually said they weren't going to blitz very much because they saw that they...
Yes, the Goblins are here already, Coach. Jackson intercepted, and it's our man again. Happy Halloween from Robinson. A helmet and now the football.
See, he thought he had the burst corner pattern, meaning a pattern where you go inside up and get on the safety and break. But right before Dean threw the ball, he was pressured. And this is when a pressure is better, so they have a different thought.
Taylor's the running back. Jackson, the receiver, gets the ball on the handoff. Jackson, touchdown, Florida. There's a little bit of trickery from Coach Spurrier.
fresh set of downs. The clock would stop on the first down. They'd love to get it right here. End around, fake.
Got it.
Here it comes. Sanders has got it. Sanders could score. He does.
They were in a short yardage defense, all stacked inside. They really didn't have anybody to block outside on the perimeter when the reverse happened. They like to run reverse.
Started to win to be undefeated.
Yeah, we
Bowden
believe.
said,
Oh, yeah, we believe that,
well, listen,
Jack.
wait till the play and I'll tell you the rest of the story.
Here comes Steve. There's the third. It's Chris Schelling picking it off. Schelling, if he gets out of bounds, they can kick a field goal here. He steps out of bounds with 26 seconds, and a face mask is going to get tacked on. Oh, baby.
Terry Dean is not seeing the coverage. See, there was coverage underneath, and they were trying to...
First and 10. The ball is at the 26-yard line.
Werfel, end zone, Anthony, touchdown, Florida.
Decision-wise defensively, do you go after him or you drop off and play zone? They're rushing 4 and playing man-to-man.
And the underneath man is all alone for the touchdown. Ike Hilliard. And 9 at the 9-minute mark. Nix over the middle to the tight end. First down, and he's going to break into a touchdown. Andy Fuller of Huntsville, Alabama, regains the lead for Auburn.
Brent, what happened on that play, I really believe we had 2 Florida defenders covering the same guy. They were running side.
58 to go. The Gators down by 3, 29 to 26.
Werfel, Jackson, touchdown, Florida.
Yards for the first down. Need to get up to the 44-yard line.
Werfel's going to throw. He's going to put it up down the middle. It's intercepted. Robinson's got it.
Get out, run over out of bounds.
Going to stop the clock. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
They're not seeing that backside safety over there. They're trying to throw the post pattern, not anticipating the safety to be able to get over there.
4th and 10. They need to get the first down. Nix got it. First down. Clock is stopped. 45 seconds. It's Thomas Bailey. How about that for a clutch throw? They're not finished yet.
A beautiful throw, and actually Anthony Lott had help on that. I don't know why he did not crowd that pattern a little bit more.
3 wide receivers, no timeouts. 36 seconds to go for Auburn. The Cardiac kids at it again. Over the middle. He got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Frank Sanders grabs another one. Holy cow. They never quit. Well, let that celebration start over in Alabama, folks. This has been some. It's going to be the double pass. Going to come back across field. That was Eric Presser throwing it. Here it comes. They've done it again.
Of injuries. 2nd and 4 for the Mountaineers. They give it to Walker. Got the corner. Got the first down. Dorsett doesn't make the tackle down the sideline. Robert Walker finally knocked out of bounds by Mosley at the 19. Sumner's there too. First down, West Virginia.
Academic on the Big East this week as well. He's a complete player.
Out of the eye, give it to the up back Maurice Washington. He picks up big yardage, good for a first down. He got a chance to break it. Maurice Washington breaks numerous tackles into West Virginia territory. Matt Tafoni finally brings him down after a gain of 34 yards. What Brian Bauman did earlier. America left footer. Bring this one back in and got blocked. Got a good bounce too.
Oh boy.
This is a big play for West Virginia. This is going to be a touchdown.
No flag.
Mountaineers have scored. Harold Kidd, number 22. It's 9-0 West Virginia.
And a little Dion move. Don Neal said, "Yeah, there go my guys." Special teams, I don't care what the venue, if you do it well, you're going to put yourself in a position to win.
Cochran took fun on this 4th and 12. Another beauty. Andrew Bolton, fair catch at the 11. Dropped it. Loose ball. What was that? Still a loose ball. Pitts got it.
Can you believe this? They may score.
Going to call it down at the 3-yard line.
I don't know about that, Dave.
Eric Kasparitz survived with the recovery.
I think that bad boy had 6 written all over it. That's a bump, yeah.
They have at their play to the last minute. They hustle in every play. You do, and you never learn to quit, you can eventually learn to win.
No signal, but Billy West is really in. He's in there for a touchdown. They give it to him. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So the Panthers have capitalized, and Billy West scores.
A long time coming for that. And that's a good point to say there's no quit the Pitt Panthers. All right, we got a football
To go here in the first quarter.
Rashawn, he's going to make up for that drop.
No doubt about it. Get a muff that set up the Pitt touchdown.
Got it.
On for Abraham. He's there. Touchdown, West Virginia. He smoked the corner, Derek Parker.
Well, they worked on it. They really did. You know, what happens once you get the pass interference deal, you get a little tentative. His break was there, and they give him the out now.
In the season. Played last week. Oh, dangerous. I saw that coming. And that's going to be 6. There's nobody going to catch him. Beasley. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
No flag.
As soon as he looked up, I saw the angle wide side of the field. I knew it didn't feel good. And sure enough, Beasley with his 10th career pick. 23-6 Mountaineers.
The other thing is, and again, it goes back to sound coaching. In his first throw against Syracuse, he went right up top. And so you...
Ball's at the Pitt 47. He that carried to Robert Walker picked up the cover. End around. Fake the end around. They got a man wide open. Vanderpool is there. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Clinic. It's an offensive clinic, Dave Stiff. They're doing it all now. We're rather dazzle for basic football, still hard-nosed, precision, and scores.
Some of the action going on around the country today. Pick, put it, play at its own clinic. Ryan gonna throw, not a surprise. Hangs it up high, real high, maybe too high. Jones is there! Oh, he beat it! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
No flag.
And no flags. He beat Aaron Beasley. Beasley thought he had an easy one, a gimme, and he didn't get it done.
Well, he was listening to you. And you said, hey, this is easy. It's there. But it's tough when you're running and you're trying to get the trajectory of the football.
Point after a Billy West touchdown. Sprint out to the right. Ryan in trouble. Picked off. This could be going for a deuce down the sideline. This could be a defensive two. That's a phony. He's got an escort. He's going to score.
Oh, brother, and no flags. So instead of the 2 to Pittsburgh, it goes to the Mountaineers. Unbelievable.
That's a double wow.
Wow, he's gassed too. But the beauty of that was the 5 in a row. Ryan has completed now with this 5-receiver offense. Got a man on the post as Davis is there. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. No flag. All right. Good football. Brilliant. Both sides. But this is it's not like West Virginia doesn't want to go in and knock them out of the box. A lot of plays, particularly when he has to go downfield. 2nd down and 4 from the 37. Fine play action. Hangs it up there. Got Gels. Gels is there. Can he score? He's going to outrun a touchdown, Pittsburgh. No flags. They beat Aaron Beasley 63 yards on the play.
Boy, they were lucky on that one. Reuben Brown almost got caught on it. Boy, that was as close as you can get. Reuben Smart, he didn't hold on. Oh, man. Believe this.
It's 4 for 6 from this range. What? Can he pick it up and go? Let's see. He got the bounce. What a bounce. That's Tom Barnes.
Can he get the block?
He's going to go.
No flag.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He got the bounce, and he had the speed.
He had that elephant on his back, and he got a block. Oh, boy, I love to see defensive linemen with the football. There's nothing like it. Well, I pity the guy and gal that got out of this place early.
Interference called. 9th punt by Sauerman. Good snap.
Oh, he got it!
Oh, Billy Davis, look at this!
Can you believe this?
To the 20-yard line. The recovery by number 24, Thad Culpepper. Billy Davis, number 49 with the block.
Panthers are possessed.
Oh, what a game. Don Newman doesn't know what hit him.
Give me a game. Oh, yeah.
5 in this range on the season. The hold by Ryan. Blocked again. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I love this game. I love
This is Emmanuel, Charles Emmanuel, down the sideline. Oh, man. Keith Morris blocked it.
Either this is sloppy play or some of the great athletic
Yards. Eric Kasperowitz.
Well, you know, instead of rolling rock open, but then you just score on defense. And it may boil down to that.
Back to the 25. Clock's going to start going against Pitt. Pump and go. Gels. He's there. Complete at the 41 of West Virginia. First down, Pitt. Ball took forever to come down, but a big play. 34 yards to Dietrich Gels. Inside in 2 minutes.
Imagine what Pitt would be like if they had their players healthy.
You bet. Blitz again, it's picked up. Vanderpool is there. He can go. Let's see. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, West Virginia. He broke one. Salvation for Rasan Vanderpool. 81 yards, and West Virginia takes the lead.
Boy, it's nice to see a kid redeem himself. I got to tell you, man, when you drop a couple of like that, you think about it, you want to come back and get it. It was a great call.
Ryan, underneath, Askew, out of room, 25-20, back against the grain, holds on to the ball at the 16.
Man, that won't hurt you.
Stops the clock again, first down Pitt with 45 seconds to go.
Won't hurt you at all.
I'll say one thing, if they get in the end zone, I know Majors is going for the deuce. No way he's going for the tie. They may try the old alley-oop to Askew, 6'4", top of the screen.
Good idea.
There it is, Askew, touchdown Pitt!
Hey, Dave, you called it. Unfortunately, the PAT is not automatic.
You got that right. Chad Askew scored a touchdown on his first career catch at Pitt in the West Virginia game back in. Here we go for the game. Askew in motion. They go with it. Puffy right. Picks the option. Ryan. He got it! Oh, he got it! Pitt takes the lead! Of all people,
unexpected carry, and John Ryan, and that's why it worked.
Well, when you got Billy West in the backfield, you have got to honor it because he runs so well.
24 seconds to go. Johnston. The running game, Tyler Young forces it. He's got a man down the sideline. Oh, he's got it! He's got it! Touchdown, West Virginia! Zach Abraham and the Mountaineers are back on top with 15 seconds to go.
Oh, my goodness. How in the world do you let a guy get it back at you with this kind of time on the clock? What are you thinking? You're in a semi-prevent defense.
I don't believe it. Are you kidding me? 60 yards on the play to Zach. I got triple zeros up on the clock. That's when the game's over. 8 seconds to go. This is probably going to do it here. Ryan throws it high and far. Beasley's there. Washington's there. It's smart. You believe that?
He's got it.
Jill's got it. Time runs out at the 38. The game is over. And our player of the game. For Doc Walker, I'm Dave Sims. And our entire Big East crew, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. The final, West Virginia 47, Pittsburgh 41.
When he raises his leg like that, he's telling him, snap it when you want. He snaps it to Preston, the tailback, and Preston takes off down the sidelines with a huge gain. Rock Preston with one of those Bobby Bowden gimmick plays. He snapped it right straight to the tailback, and away he flew. Here goes Lee Beckton again. Suddenly the Notre Dame ground game finds a spark, and the Irish come surging down the field to a first down at the Florida State 27. Oh, shaken up a bit. Hinder and Zellers in the backfield for the Irish. Second down and 9. Wallace looking, throws, intercepted. He threw the ball right to Derrick Brooks. There's an old saying in golf, if you're going to lay up, lay up. There's an old saying in quarterbacks, don't throw it to the guy in the other colored shirt. 9-yard line now. It is second down and 10. No, down he goes. The ball is loose. Notre Dame's got it. Here goes Bobby Taylor. You won't catch him. Touchdown. Irish, a chance to take the lead. Six yards. That's Preston. He's got it. He's out of bounds at the 3. Boy, these two tailbacks are tearing him up. Preston's going to be right at 100 yards himself.
Give some credit to that
102.
offensive line. Yeah, both backs now over 100 yards.
The game is better than 5.5 yards. That's pretty good. This is Preston. Boy, did he get some blocking? Or did he get some blocking? My goodness. Number 56. Well, Shiver got a big block for it. Chad Bates, I think it was, got a big block.
Pierre Cooper, the wide receiver, got a block too.
Dunn keeps it, breaks loose. Big run, Warwick Dunn having a huge day. Third line, Notre Dame. They're coming again.
Yep.
This time Preston steps over it, goes down the middle, touchdown. Wallace to throw it. Now throws it. Touchdown. Derek Mays. goodness. It's up to Danny Cannell to see whether or not he can lead Surge to respond. He's 13 out of 26 for 136 yards. He's got McCorvey wide open. He's got it. McCorvey broke away from Brian McGee, and the ball was on the money.
I mean, you don't want to just sit there and say, we'll just kick the field goal and win this game.
It's just done again. Got loose, touchdown. .159 to play, and here's the old ball game, perhaps right here. Depends on the spot. Nobody open. I mean, there was nobody available to throw the ball to. Florida State will take over if he didn't get his first down at the 28-yard line. Didn't make it. This is it, and it will be it.
Lou saying, use your head, call a timeout.
He didn't have a timeout, but he never got it down on the ground. Now he throws it into the ground, and the game is over. Final score, Florida State 23, Notre Dame 16. Genuine Chevrolet, most valuable players of the game, Bobby. And so it is done at the Florida Citrus Bowl.
Shortest guy, 6'4", 6'6", 6'6", 6'5", 6'4" for North Carolina across that front. Blitz is on. He picks it up and goes to Jensen into North Carolina territory, where he's driven out of the 39-yard line by Omar Brown. It's a 3rd and goal, no score. Duke threatening. Carolina on a blitz. Fisher gets rid of it. Jensen, touchdown, Duke. Same play again. 5 catches in the first half. 3 good job by Mike Thomas to hang in there against pretty good pressure. His 3rd down conversion. Here comes Barnes on the pass. The flanker pass is complete to Marcus Wall. Touchdown, North Carolina. Octavius Barnes, in his redshirt year last year for Carolina, was the scout team quarterback. He can. The longest kick on the year has been 60 yards. And he kicks it into the wind. Barnes having trouble handling it, and Duke has picked it up. Duke has picked it up, and picking up the loose ball is Lamar Marshall. He's the designated hitman on the special forces. Anything, get the football. 2nd down and 7. Spence Fisher at the 26 of North Carolina, going down the middle for Kyler. Yes, touchdown! What a catch! Bill Kayat with a fabulous catch. We've seen a fumble on a punt into a tough sun. What do we see next? Here's Marcus Wall at the 15. Wall turns on the Jets. Wall is not going to be touched. No flags on the play. Touchdown, North Carolina. 87 yards for Marcus Wall.
I was waiting for you to say, we need a kickoff return.
It was in my mind. Well, they tried to pooch the ball again. Opelenik in motion. Fisher to throw, complete to Jensen, his 6th catch of the day. Thomas brings him down. The dilemma.
That's amazing.
First and 10. Spence Fisher was 11 for 17 and 2 touchdowns in the shotgun. Pass is complete to Farquhar at the 10. And Farquhar is knocked down by Fuzzy Lee at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 19. The tight end delay. What a great play this is on the line of scrimmage. Score tied at 17. They back out of the blitz and go for a twist instead. Here comes Fisher. Pass complete to Kayat. And Kayat is in North Carolina territory at the 47-yard line. It's a 29 on a possible field goal, a little more difficult. Fisher. Pass complete. It's a moot point now because Jensen has it at the 7-yard line. A gain of 21. Omar Brown on the tackle. John Jensen came to this. Second down and goal. Here's Lohman. Man out in front of him. Lohman, touchdown, Duke. Seven-yard touchdown run, and the Blue Devils are back on top. It looked like the Carolina defense had strung out the play, but David Lohman, the senior. That's Kayat in motion. Blitz on for North Carolina, flipped up by Duke, and Jensen with his 8th reception of the day is still afloat. Out to the 44-yard line, an 18-yard gain. Greg Ellis on the tackle. John Jensen in second down and 4. Fisher, all kinds of time. Pass complete to Kayat at the 20. Mike Morton in pursuit. Drags him down at the 16-yard line. It's a 23-yard gain. Stops the clock with 41 seconds left in the half. Carolina. Fisher looks to the top. Kayat complete. Drop the football. North Carolina has it back. Fuzzy Lee with a big-time hit. Greg Black is the guy who came up with. Second and 6. Here's the handoff. Leon Johnson hit right at the front of attack, but still rolling. He hit Kirkland. Kirkland's down. Johnson driven out of bounds at the 48-yard line. James Kirkland whacked Leon Johnson, and he got a burner. That's when you get that pinched nerve. Second down, about 7. Handoff goes to Leon Johnson. Johnson into the secondary. Johnson tackled by John Schwanitz and Zayd Abdul-Alim, but he's down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 22 on the play for Leon Johnson. Field. That's Watson in motion. Duke with the blitz. Here comes Curtis Johnson in the clear for the first down, and he's down to the 1-yard line. A 19-yard gain by Curtis Johnson, and North Carolina threatens to score again. Curtis Johnson, touchdown, North Carolina. The Tar Heels with a chance to tie on the point after, as Curtis Johnson goes in from a yard out. Byron Thomas turned his man out. Zernest Geathers turned his man. Carolina averaging about 280 across those front 5 positions. Blitz is on. The pass complete to Curtis Johnson. Curtis is on his way. Johnson loses the football, but they're going to mark it dead. The ground caused the fumble. North Carolina has it at the 32-yard line of Duke. It's a 30-yard gain. Brandon Pollock will get credit for the Duke's defense, nearly giving up 200 on the ground today. Here's Thomas. Score tied at 24. Thomas headed for the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. William Henderson, the other fullback, with the block on the option to get Mike Thomas around the corner. Carolina with their offense. Tar Heels leading by 7. 9th play of the drive coming. Started at their own 14. Thomas pitches in the last second to Leon Johnson. On his way down the sideline, and T. Edwards knocks him out of bounds at the 27. A gain on the play of 22 yards weeks ago. Low snap. It is blocked.
Well, they have done this all year. And how appropriate in their final game of the regular season, the special forces force another mistake.
4 wide receivers, no backs. 5 wide receivers. For Spence Fisher on 2nd and 1. Fisher aims for the end zone. Touchdown, Corey Thomas.
The first ball that Corey Thomas has caught this afternoon. He was in coverage because of that 5-receiver set. He was being defended by the middle.
5 wide out. Same formation they scored the touchdown on. 4-man rush for Carolina. Pass complete to Jensen inside the 15 down to the 10-yard line. Hamilton and Mock on the tackle. Duke on the move. 1st and 10. Duke is at the 11-yard line. They can get a first down. They're going for 6, and they got it. Corey Thomas, 2nd successive touchdown, and Duke retakes the lead. Is an eternity. Clock rolling. Thomas back to throw. Over the middle, it is complete to Octavius Barnes. First down and more, and he could beat the field. He's on his way for a touchdown, North Carolina. Again, that 5-receiver set. Thomas slot man to the short side of the field. Pass is complete to Thomas. Thomas into North Carolina territory at the 44-yard line. 13-yard gain, moves the chain, stops the clock for the reset. Duke will not huddle. Well, they can't get a sack here either. Fisher over the middle. To Jensen, intercepted by North Carolina's Eddie Mason. No, that's Fuzzy Lee. Fuzzy Lee on the interception at the 24-yard line. The ball stayed in the air when it hit John Jensen. He's got to get the snap. Most important snap of this ball game for North Carolina. Thomas gets it, and he is going to do just that. Step out of the end zone for a safety with 12 seconds left. So that puts 2 more points in the Duke column, 41-40. Right of Spence Fisher. They need to get 20 yards to get into range, and they need to do it in under 8 seconds. Fisher throws. It is complete. Thomas gets out of bounds at the 41 with 2 seconds left. Cochran enters the field. He'll have a wind at his back. Be a 60-yard attempt. Zapatos to hold. There's the kick. It is up. It's going to be wide and short. The ball game is over. North Carolina holds on for the win in one of the most dramatic finishes in this long series. 41-40. North Carolina on top. The Tar Heels now can set their sights on a possible entry into the Peach Bowl, depending on what happens in the next couple of weeks. But what this victory does for North Carolina is keeps it wide open for the rest of the conference to move up. Brett McMillan has...
Let's go back upstairs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brett. North Carolina holds on for the win. A thrilling finish here in Durham, 41-40. We'll be back after these messages from your local ACC station.
Werfel is 1 of 6 for 12 yards, and this is 3rd and 7. The empty formation again.
They blew the coverage.
Middle's open. Got him. Hill on a foot race to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. 68 yards to Aubrey Hill.
They blew the coverage in their nickel package right there. Nobody.
3rd and 2. Corner blitz by Lott. And they're fake the end around, and Preston bangs fumble. The Gators recover.
Our first turnover. Jackson off to the left side. Anthony and Hill are there too. Werfel rolls in that direction. Jackson, touchdown, Florida. Every time he scores, it's a record of some sort for the Gator offense.
What they did, they got in man-to-man coverage. They had 3 receivers to one side of the screen. The 2 outside receivers.
Men up front are simply doing the job on the rush. They come again. Cannell, ball is loose, and Florida pounces on it. That was Kevin Carter on the loose ball, and this defensive line is simply dominating the Seminoles front.
Johnny Church, number 4, a backup defensive end who played awfully well last week.
And on 1st and 15, Werfel hit on the release. Underthrow, Fuller with the interception. Fuller now circling left. Cuts back to the middle of the field. There is a penalty marker all over the place.
Peter Boulware, a backup defensive lineman, has actually been injured, but he's a designated pass rusher. He beat Reggie Green that time, stuffed him, beat him to the inside, got in the quarterback's face, caused the interception. Nice job by Peter Boulware. He's talking to the offensive line coach.
Lining up in that I formation just as they have all first half. Cannell off a fake. Hit on the release, going deep down the middle. It is intercepted at midfield. Gilmore and the free safety swings free, wants to lateral it, and he does. And now Lawrence Wright circling back. This is a mistake. It has taken him away from a possible field goal. Can you believe it?
Give the interception credit to Kevin Carter. Outstanding pass rush that time. He just took off. I mean, he looked like he had a rocket on his back and off.
Get a couple of completions. Werfel takes it, and because of the college rule that the clock is stopped, they will get a few seconds, but they've got to hurry back down there as Hill gives them a first down. Then they can still stop the clock after the 21-yard gain.
He's just going to down the ball and get the field goal team on because they have a good field goal kicker.
The Gators are hunting for another 6 right here. Werfel. Jackson. Got it. Jack Jackson. Woo!
I'll tell you, Spurrier is daring. That's the best way to describe his signal calling. He is daring. Normally, a coach would have tried the field goal, right?
Absolutely.
I would have.
Gators. Werfel over the top for the touchdown.
That's it, Auburn! That's it, Fred!
Coach.
The fullback Crockett, touchdown Seminoles.
They ran a trap. The 2 defensive tackles are looking at each other down there. Was that your responsibility or was that mine? They went right up between them.
Cannell off a play fake to the tailback. The middle's open and he's got McCorvey. McCorvey is loose inside the 30 to the 25.
They rolled the coverage opposite McCorvey, going all the way outside to the bottom of the screen here, Brent, and then they took the slot.
Now out of the shotgun, Cannell takes the snap and rolls off to the right. Now they must hurry. Fires a touchdown! It's Cooper in the corner. 10:04 and hang on, everybody. Here come the Noles.
Danny Cannell is growing up, Brent. They've been critical of him. He's been under a lot of pressure all year. But
at 5.5. Off the penalty, half the distance, 1st and goal. The fake of the inside handoff. Cannell's going to run for the touchdown. Touchdown, Florida State.
he has a decision to make now if he's going to go for 2, Brent.
He's already made it.
Mowry is on the field. Second down and 13, and Werfel on the release. Pulls a diving grab at the 40, interception. Seminoles ball. Now McMillan lines up in a slot. He's the running back who missed a year with that knee injury. And for Cannell, finding Dunn, crosses midfield, breaks free, out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Oh, baby!
Critical mistake by the linebacker, Derek Alexander. Instead of
the tie, because of this great comeback, or 2 in the victory. The staff has to make it up against the blitz. Touchdown, Florida State! Rock Preston, who created a great opportunity for the Gators with a costly fumble in the early going, scores the touchdown. And now it's Bowden's decision. And he sends Mowry onto the field right away.
Now, this is not a lock. He has missed 2
5-yarder. This ball at the 48-yard line, 17 seconds. Cannell steps up against the pressure. Got to get the first down to stop the clock. And he didn't get it. The clock is going to continue to run with 10 seconds. He's got to stop this baby.
Line up and down it.
He's got to down it. It's going to run out on him.
It's out.
Didn't do it. This game is over. A 31-31 tie. And Steve Spurrier.
Backfield at tailback for North Carolina. Operating in Texas territory. Thomas, left side the wall. He's wide open inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's their play-action passing game. They run the ball extremely well. They come off the play action. They have the receivers crisscrossing from one side of the field.
Carolina this season picks up the first down catch from the 12. Curtis Johnson right up the middle and touchdown North Carolina on the opening drive.
Between the tackles.
Curtis Johnson down at 5. Stanisic with nowhere to go. Ball in the air. Watkins has it. Ball free on the goal line, and let's see. Texas says it has a touchdown. Indeed, touchdown Longhorns.
Did not have a prayer on this. He started to roll out, got pulled up, and the backside hit. The ball went flying.
Norman Watkins recovered. The crowd is roaring now. Texas will go for it on 4th and goal with Lucas on a wing. Priest Holmes into the end zone. Touchdown Texas. "35 seconds. Thomas looking end zone, firing end zone, caught in the end zone, touchdown Marcus Wall. They drive 74. Second down and 9. Watkins has 6 tackles also, by the way. Reverse. Here comes Marcus Wall. Wall with a blocker in front. Gets to the 30. To the 40. Breaks the tackle. And finally, well, no fumble. They rule him down. It'll be Carolina football at the 50.
I think they're ruling it down.
Yes.
He doesn't quit. He just will not quit. I thought he was going out of bounds after about...
These winds swirling. Let's see how far Vassick can boot it. Low liner. Wall fields it, 18-yard line. Has a head start on everybody. Shakes free the first wave. Look out. He's at the 40. Blocker in front. He should go all the way. Marcus Wall with the touchdown, and North Carolina moves in front.
Next year, be able to attend the combine workouts.
You get the sense he's going to listen to you?
Well, we hope so. I put all my staff with me, so we're going to jump on if we have to.
Well, whatever he decides, we know that your words have had a profound impact on Lavelle and so many other kids in the D.C. area, and we thank you for that. Back to you guys.
Well, a 22-yard run by Curtis Johnson.
Not in this formation, though.
Ball at 3rd and 4. Big play for the Texas defense. Thomas with time over the top. Barnes has it. Barnes inside the 20. Barnes into the end zone for another Carolina touchdown.
Bryant Westbrook went for the interception. He thought he had that.
Rick Terry got his hands on that one for the second time in this half. 2nd and goal from the 9. Priest Holmes breaks some tackles. What a run. Priest Holmes, touchdown, Longhorns.
Great job getting the ball in the end zone.
Play of this drive. The pitch. Holmes leaps. What a play. Touchdown, Texas. A leap of faith, and the Longhorns have regained the lead.
All 3 timeouts remaining. Probably just use it if you come up short of a first down.
Thomas over the top, hit when he threw it, intercepted by Carter. Chris Carter of the Longhorns.
He could get stripped from behind. Ball's loose.
Carolina has it back. You could see that one coming. They lose 50 yards on the play, but they're still in the game.
They still have the opportunity. Let's see if they can go 86 yards and 20.
Rushing touchdowns, tying the bowl record. And Texas finishes the 1994 season 8-4. One of the most exciting Sun Bowl games in its proud 61-year history. Good game played.
Once again, today's Sun Bowl record crowd was 50,612. The Sun Bowl Association, the University of Texas, and the University of North Carolina. Thank you. Drive safely on your way home, and Happy New Year.
Talking about Zadiska, he's never had worse than an A, ever, at any level. Frazier lofts it downfield. Muhammad, double covered. Interception made by Carlos Jones of Miami.
You're not going to run by Carlos Jones. He's the fastest player on this team.
Has 3 times been victimized as we come inside the minute 30 mark, first quarter. Costa going deep. And the pass is caught by Tellison. A.C. Tellison all the way to the 35-yard line of the Cornhuskers. A gain of 44 yards. Costa to Tellison. 2nd and 8. Closing seconds, first quarter. Quick drop. Costa swings it complete. Jones to the 15. Jones for the touchdown.
defensive front for Miami. Play action. Behringer rolls, flips, caught, touchdown. Gilman. Fair catch called at the 25-yard line and taken by Moss, a 37-yard punt. Here's a fight and a flag. A couple of players, I know Antonio Coley of Miami and Eric Stokes of Nebraska were going at it. Holding their ground this time now, beginning to creep a little bit as you see. No blitz. Costa's pass to a wide open Harris. Jonathan Harris cuts back. He's to the 15, to the outside. Harris racing for the end zone. Touchdown. Receivers, nobody back there but Costa in the end zone. Being chased, and that'll be a safety. Dwayne Harris, the senior from Bessemer, Alabama, with his 6th sack of the season and a safety, 2 points for the Cornhuskers. With 3rd and short, they threw deep. Oh, there we go. Is chasing, and he kicks it out of bounds through the end zone. That'll be an illegal kick. Pruitt saw it sail 5 feet over his head and then did his best Pele imitation.
Tom, this is a huge call now by the officials down on the goal line. If that ball went out on the 1-yard line, now Nebraska's in a position. If it goes out in the end zone, it's a safety.
Right. Taylor made that snap. It was not a good one. Jeffrey Taylor, as we said, the 3rd snapper they've used this season. Back up. So 1st and goal, Cornhuskers at the 4. Behringer still has it after the play action. For the end zone, dangerous. Was it intercepted? Yes! Earl Little. Mr. Concern in a 2-point conversion to tie, and with 8:11 left, a tie could be as costly as a loss if Penn State wins tomorrow for the national championship voting. Lawrence Phillips breaking tackles to the 20 with a cutback to the 15-yard line. Gain of 25 before he's chased down by Davis and Fran. Schlesinger. Touchdown. Will throw. It's good. 2-point conversion. Eric Alford made the catch. Game tied at 17.
And redemption for Tommy Frazier.
And a smile for Brooke Behringer.
And hope for Tom Osborne.
Frazier keeps, cuts up. He's got the 1st down. He's got more than that. He's spun down at the 28-yard line. C.J. Richardson caught Frazier from behind, but it went for 25 yards. It's remaining. Nebraska already in field goal range. touchdown. Schlesinger broke free and took it in for the score.
Smile, Tom.
Costa deep downfield, up for grabs, intercepted. Kareem Moss.
Nebraska 24, Miami 17.
Let's go to John Dockery with the national champion coach, Osborne, vintage Tom Osborne, gracious in victory as he always has been in defeat. Nebraska earns a national championship with a tough win over Miami in the Orange Bowl. Final score 24.